Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there. Schnicked part 2. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of X-Men Classics. I am Phil. Joining me as always. Oh, is it an owl? Is it a Phantom Tiger? It is.
Justin the Owl. Going back to Madripoor.
Yeah. That's right, kids. This time we're going to cover a kind of recent one. Miniseries from last year, just from 2024. Yes, Wolverine Madripoor Knights. It's another one of those miniseries that Marvel's been putting a bunch of them out, kind of set back in the, say the 90s, but it wasn't that late 80s, that X-Men 268.
I feel like, wasn't it 1990?
It
was like right on the cusp, I think. It was right around the edge, yeah.
Us old men, we can't remember.
I know.
Even though we just did the last episode, yeah.
I know, right? Yeah, we just did it a week or two ago. But
exactly.
Yeah, it's around the 90s anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yes, kids, it's, what year was Acts of Vengeance? Because,
that was 90.
Okay, so it was 90 then, yeah, because 268's what, a couple, oh no, I was gonna say isn't that right before the Acts of Vengeance for the X-Men issues? But was that 250?
With the Mandarin,
260? Yeah,
it was right after.
Oh, that was like around 257, 258, wasn't it?
It was right after those because Betsy had undergone her metamorphosis during those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is probably that was probably 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think X-Men #1, when they brought them all back together. That was 91, I think. So
it was, right.
That was probably 90, yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw that ad just recently online. Someone posted it, where they had the ad for X-Men #1. They were just like, yeah, last year, Marvel set all kinds of records with Spider-Man #1, the Todd McFarlane one.
Oh, right, yeah. You ain't seen nothing yet.
We're just getting started or something, yeah. I could probably find that issue. I mean, how many? They probably printed like 1 million of them.
They did, and that was back in the days before they had 1 million variant covers too.
Although I swear that's one of the first ones I remember. I think had a bunch of different covers.
It did,
because I think if you got them all, they get interconnected. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Because we had so many damn X-Men at that point. All right. All right, should we get into this? Like I said, no for these, but 5 issues, kids. I think issue 1's my favorite cover. Yeah,
I love that cover. That's gorgeous.
All right, Wolverine Madripoor Knights #1 from cover date April 2024. So not even a year old here, kids.
Yeah, I love it.
Blindsides galore. And of course, the man who wrote the original Uncanny X-Men 268, writer Chris Claremont, penciler and inker Edgar Salazar, colorist Carlos Lopez, letterer Corey Petit, and editors Drew Baumgartner, Mark Basso, and Jordan D. White. And the first, the first page of every one of these issues, right above the summary and stuff is just. This takes place right at, immediately following Uncanny X-Men 260.
Yes. Yeah. They have to have the little footnote there.
Because again, they could have set this in the present, but no, they're just like, no, it takes place right after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they even made old 90s kids. Look at that corner box in the top there.
I know. I love it. Yeah.
Even got the old logo. The Marvel Comics logo.
Yeah. And that's an old, I think they use that in Marvel Comics Presents, that image of Wolverine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, I should open this. So this was your first time reading this, right?
Yes. Yeah. I hadn't read this before, and I love this. I knew I was going to like it, but I was immediately impressed.
I mean, and again, we don't have to go issue by issue. I mean, especially without synopses, if you just want to like talk this thing as a whole, or
yeah, we could just go over the whole thing as a whole. Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
So, what I wanted to ask you is, do you think? Because again, this was how many years after the fact, but do you think Claremont captured the, I don't know, like the feel of that original issue that he wrote? You know,
I do. I feel like he captured it and he kind of expanded upon it.
Yeah,
What I really liked was how in a couple of the issues we had more of a spot. There was one issue that was more of a spotlight on Natasha because Steve was sidelined after being incapacitated by Bloodscreen.
Yes,
in the previous issue, which I liked. I thought that was clever. And then the following issue after that, there was more of a spotlight with Steve and Logan trying to track down Natasha after she had been captured by the Hand again. So I thought, that's cool. I really liked the fact that they had kind of their own individual time in the spotlight, those two characters, instead of it just being Logan with these two characters attached on as supporting characters.
Oh yeah, I think Claremont. Yeah, he gave a lot of good stuff to Black Widow this time, and I mean, I would say probably the only downside for you is he kind of pushed Psylocke and Jubilee out for most of this.
They did, but they both got some good time in the first issue, so I was happy about that. Yeah, I was happy about that, and I wasn't expecting there to be a lot of Betsy in this. I mean, I figured that it was going to be more of these three characters, and I was content with that, yeah. But what I was really surprised by was in the final issue, and I was going to ask you what your thoughts about this were, when Captain America was talking about how the demon influence, it was just the three of them talking in that bar afterwards about their experience, and Steve was getting all wistful and talking about the demon influence and how it was pushing him to kill and all this other stuff, and how he liked it. And even in World War II, like he didn't...
Yeah, he said he didn't feel that.
Yeah. Did you think that was out of character for him to say that, or that in the midst of that, of the aftermath of that experience, that because of how fresh and raw it was, that he would have said something like that?
I mean, I get it. I think, yeah, I kind of get it, just because it's like, you know, no matter what tragedy he had been through before this, Steve Rogers never had those thoughts, never had those feelings, and just, you know, have these feelings these artificially crammed into you, and, you know, just like, you know, I never wanted to hurt people, but all of a sudden, this evil influence was trying to make me, you know, maybe almost enjoy hurting people, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Because again, we got the Hand trying to possess, and again, you know, like that last issue, we kind of got they were somewhat possessed.
Yeah, they were, all three of them. Yeah. That was a surprise to me. I was really taken aback by that.
I love it. Took Wolverine getting like half his skin burned off to be like, oh, there the healing factor's kicking in.
Half of his body, too. Like,
seriously,
one of his arm.
All you saw was like a skull and like the bones of his arm on one side.
Yeah,
which was lucky because again, it was that era where Claremont had a few eras like that where it's like Wolverine's like, the old healing factor ain't what it used to be.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Good thing it came back at the end, I guess, right? I
guess it did. I don't know if it needed jump started every so often. Like, Wolverine had to take like catastrophic damage for that thing to kick in.
Yeah. Well, I would say that getting his arm and half of his torso and his eye all disintegrated qualifies. Yeah.
Well, and again, that's when he was infused with that hand magic, trying to possess them. So maybe that did something.
Maybe that did it. Yeah.
But yeah, like we were saying, I like that. Yeah, that we got a lot more with Black Widow rather than other than just being like the damsel in distress. Because when they had to infiltrate that party, they're like, oh yeah, let the actual spy take the lead and stuff.
Yeah, which was smart. I mean, let her do it. She's got experience with this. And I loved how she was schmoozing Prince Baran of Madripoor.
Yes.
We got to see all these, and that's another thing I loved about those two films, that we got to see all this cast of great Madripoor characters that Chris Claremont used during the Wolverine series in the 80s with John Buscema. We saw the General Coy.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Roughhouse and Bloodscream.
Oh yeah, I heard you in my head when Roughhouse and Bloodscream. I was like, oh,
yes. Oh yeah, I loved that. And then we saw Prince Baran and Tiger. Like, I hadn't even thought of these characters in years.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I noticed was with Tiger's armor, like the dude, I don't know why, but he colored it to look like Nebula's outfit for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Whereas in the past, I always remembered her armor to be just one solid, like, metallic sheen. Like, it didn't have color variations to it, unless it was something she added after the fact. But she looked straight up like Nebula to me. I thought, oh, wow. Oh, that's different. All right.
Well, I wasn't even sure through most of this that it had something to do with that alien weapon. Like, she's like,
oh, maybe,
this armor. And yeah,
right.
I mean, again, Claremont still kind of painted it as like, this, very powerful weapon. But I'm like, did they I don't know, did you get the feeling they kind of were trying to oversell it through most of this thing? Or it's like, oh yeah, this alien weapon. No.
Yeah, it's so powerful. Yeah. It's like the ultimate nullifier or something, right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was the only part of the story that I thought was kind of wonky, to be honest with you, was this ultimate weapon thing that was housed within her armor, which then, towards the end of the story, somehow became fused, just all of a sudden, abruptly, without warning, right? Just all of a sudden becomes fused to her being. Mm-hmm. And the severity of the blast that emits from her mask varies on who she hits with it and what she does with it, apparently, because some guys it straight up disintegrates and others it barely does anything to. I thought it was kind of bonkers, that whole part.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed out of place and almost like, I don't know, Claremont was throwing everything at the story, because it's like you had the mystical stuff with the hand. Mm-hmm. I mean, the rest of the story, it almost seems like a spy thriller, and then we're going to throw the alien tech in here too. I mean, they could have just went with the spy stuff and the ninja stuff, and I would have been happy.
Right. Yeah.
Especially in a Wolverine book, Yeah. Well, Wolverine, Captain America, and Black Widow, yeah.
Yeah, having the alien artifact thing, I think, was unnecessary. I felt like that could have been taken out.
And it really doesn't play a part through most of the story, except for, all these people are trying to get their hands on it.
Yeah, and then just at the end, there's this conversation with Steve, with Captain America being like, oh, yeah, I took care of it,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Was it Tiger? Tiger was like, yeah, I can trust you, Captain America.
Yeah, you're the one guy that's not going to do anything nasty with it. I can trust you with this devastating weapon of ultimate power.
Make sure no one has this thing. And
yeah. Earth is like a dumping ground for alien artifacts and weaponry. Wow. It's just littered all over the place.
I know. Well, again, all the aliens are fascinated with us because they see Earth as like this backwater, but meanwhile, it's like, oh, well, this is the planet that repelled Galactus, and
right, yeah,
played a part in the Kree-Skrull War and all kinds of stuff since then. Just
Korvac and all this other crap. Yeah, I guess we're just lucky.
They murdered
water that's got the best luck in the universe.
They murdered the Supreme Intelligence.
Yeah, right.
The Phoenix was doing funny things there.
Yeah, the Phoenix has gotten a bunch of different hosts on Earth.
And what did you think of this art? It wasn't bad. I mean, again, no one else was Jim Lee, but I
know. Yeah, it's tough because I'm so used to Chris Claremont's art with a different visual style rather than what I would consider Salazar's art to be more contemporary, like more with the current style. So it's only minorly jarring, that combination to me, but I think that's only because I'm so used to reading the old stuff. You and I we're kind of weaned on that at an early age, and I think that just kind of sticks in the back of our brain. Oh yeah, or at least it does for me.
Yeah, and especially last time we did the Jim Lee issue, and we did
then the Mike Zeck
annual with Mike Zeck. Yeah,
right. Yeah, it's so different. The styles are so different.
Yeah, again, it's not bad. I enjoyed this art.
No, the art's great. Yeah, I didn't really have complaints with the art at all.
Mm-mm.
I thought everybody looked great.
Oh, I love that couple panels there where Cap throws the shield, hits it,
Yes.
and Ninja and Black Widow catches the shield.
Yes. I think some of those scenes were some of my favorites, actually. The action scenes with Cap.
Yeah.
Especially with Captain America, he was doing the acrobatic stuff and flinging the shield around, and what one of the characters even said, "Oh, that was glorious! You know, it was the most glorious thing I've ever beheld." Mm-hmm. You know, I love that. Yeah, that was perfect.
Oh yeah, there was some good stuff with Cap and Black Widow. Yeah,
yeah, love the action scenes with Black Widow too, using the Widow's bite.
Mm.
Yeah. And this was like my least favorite Black Widow costume, I'd have to say.
Oh, the 80s, 90s one,
the full gray bodysuit. Like, you know, I think that's probably my least favorite. It reminds me too much of the Catwoman costume from around the same time. It was just the full gray bodysuit with the cat ears.
Oh, the mouse costume.
Yeah, the mouse one. I thought that was so bland and boring and dumb, both of those costumes. But you know, it's fine, whatever. She wasn't even in the costume for most of the story.
Oh, that's true.
She's wearing a bunch of different exotic dresses and things for these galas and auctions. And
stuff. Yeah, by issue 3, yeah, she's dresses and stuff. Yeah,
yeah. So we didn't have to deal with that bland gray bodysuit for very long.
I know, it just seems unimaginative, like that suit.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially after like that midnight blue one that she had with I think that the image that's fused into my mind the most is that George Perez one with the midnight blue bodysuit and kind of like the gold belt and stuff. Like, I thought that was perfect, that costume. There's no reason to switch from that.
But I do like that. I also like that issue 3 cover. It looks like a movie poster.
Yes, it totally does. Yeah, I love it. Everything about it was great. We had some great throwbacks to the original issue.
Mm-hmm.
With lots of little editor's notes. Did you notice that, Phil?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah. It was really good.
Like I said.
And I liked that we had like two villainous factions fighting each other, too.
Yeah.
That was cool. I loved that. Seeing the hand ninjas show up in the auction to come and take Tiger away from General Coy.
Mm-hmm.
And his guys, and then you see Rough House and Bloodstream fighting against all these hand ninjas. I loved that. I thought that was great.
And I was trying to remember, this is a new character, right? That Sapphire Sticks.
You know, I was going to ask you if you knew where she had come from because I didn't recognize her.
Let me see if it's in the notes because I don't remember seeing her before this.
Maybe this was her first appearance. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find all.
That'd be cool. I would not at all be surprised if he introduced a new character in the midst of the story. It was one that he had in his back pocket waiting for one of these types of stories.
I mean, that would be interesting because, again, this is set back then. So it's like, this character's had years to do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Sapphire Sticks. Oh, no. First appearance, Marvel Comics presents #1.
Oh, wow. Which was a Wolverine story, right?
Yeah, most of them were, but yeah, I think so.
But I thought that was, I think that was Claremont and John Buscema too, wasn't it? Marvel Comics presents.
I think so. Maybe that's the first arc. Maybe, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah. Right.
Oh, and this series is set in the past because it says her death was in Hunt for Wolverine, Mystery in Madripoor #4 from 2018.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, so she eventually met her demise.
Yeah.
She reminded me kind of there's a villain in an X Factor story called Crimson, who was kind of like a psychic vampire, like this character. Do you remember her?
Who was it?
Crimson.
I think, yeah.
She was in like 2 or 3 issues. In an X Factor story. But she was a vampire with psychic abilities, kind of like this character. It reminded me of her.
Oh yeah, well another character who likes to dress skimpy. So
yeah,
oh
yeah,
oh yeah,
yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not a Byrne. Must be a Claremont.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because that had to have been because Yeah. It says her creators were Chris Claremont and John Buscema. So yeah, that had some Buscema. Yeah.
Nice.
In Marvel Comics Presents #1.
We could always. I wonder if any of those are on the app.
I don't think I have a bunch of random ones. I don't have like
I do too.
Yeah,
I don't have the complete run, but
I don't. I'll look, but yeah, I don't think they're on the app. I don't know if it's just like a weird rights thing because you had multiple writers each time and multiple
5 or 6 stories in each issue. Sometimes
it would probably just be like a logistical nightmare trying to get all the all those people paid and stuff.
Right. I think we did look a couple of years ago on Marvel Tales because we were going to do some I had wanted to do a Man-Thing story that was in those.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And none of them were available.
Man-Thing, Mars! Oh!
That's right.
I want to say he's excited, but that was Justin saying that right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, there are some. They must be adding them to the.
Are they slowly adding them on there?
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know it's not all of them.
Are they?
It's saying there's 93 of them on the app. So,
but are they the full issues?
Oh, that's right. I think
that was.
Yeah, because remember when we did the Man-Thing one? Yeah, like they'd only have the Wolverine stories in there or something.
Yeah,
I think.
For the purposes of this show, that would be fine.
Oh yeah,
just do the Wolverine stories, but.
Geez, that seems lazy. Because I'm looking at an issue, a Wolverine issue, and yeah, it's just his story, all 9 pages of it.
9 pages. Oh man.
Yeah, kids. For those of you too young to remember, Marvel Comics, the original Marvel Comics Presents was an anthology series where you had characters. And at first, the rule was you had to have a mutant character in each issue, which eventually got turned into you need Wolverine in every issue.
Yes, and they made Wolverine's name on the cover in huge letters right underneath Marvel Comics Presents.
Oh yeah, and like even oh geez, instead of Havoc on the cover, it's X-Men's Havoc and Cyclops.
X-Men's Cyclops, X-Men's Colossus.
Oh no, it's X-Factor Cyclops.
Oh right,
yeah.
I love those. I have a bunch of those, and I'd be happy to cover those anytime.
Oh yeah. Because that's the thing. I don't think the only ones they've reprinted, of course, are the Weapon X stuff. So
right, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean we could do some of these here because again, if it's all like the Wolverine or whatever X characters story.
I remember the Havoc story was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that one quite a bit.
Ooh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, is this an issue? With Wolverine and Joe Fixit.
Oh yes, yeah.
9, yeah. Oh, too bad they don't have the whole issue. That would be a good one, yeah, because. It's Joe Fixit and Wolverine on the cover of 59. And one of the other stories is a Submariner story.
That's right. Yeah. There were a couple of name wars, actually. A couple of name war spotlights in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this issue's banging. Yeah. And Punisher and Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a great one with Cyclops, too. That was a spotlight on just him.
29. There was only one with Quasar, and that was it. It was 29.
Oh, really?
I have that one.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. Like when he meets Jennifer Kale and encounters Quagmire for the first time.
Oh yeah. Quagmire.
Oh yeah, kids. And then eventually it got to Wolverine had to have a story every issue. Ghost Rider had to have a story every issue. And if we could squeeze Cable in there, we did.
Cable or the Punisher,
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Did they ever do like a Cable meets Punisher story? Or
I think so.
They
must have. They must have. Yeah, they must have.
Yeah, it says there's 93 of them on the app, but again, there's a big chunks left because there's not issue 1, and then the last one they have on here is 172. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
There's a bunch of the Hercules in space ones in here too that are. By Bob Layton that are just fantastic.
Come on, Ray. We can do that with you. Put your deck down.
Yes, absolutely, Ray. I bet Ray would love to talk about this.
Oh, geez. Look at that deranged U.S. agent on 172.
Oh, my God. Yeah. He is ready to destroy someone.
I don't like that suit. I hate that suit.
Oh, that was the Force Works one, wasn't it?
Yeah, with like the open face, but the rest of the head's covered. Well, maybe just, I don't know if it's just because I love the original suit so much, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that one either. And then he had another one during the Avengers story there that was Kurt Busiek.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that one where he almost looked like it was kind of like a stormtrooper outfit?
Oh, yeah. I think was that during, oh God, what was that crossover? Maximum
Security, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think eventually they made him like warden of some prison or something.
Yes.
Too. Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, it was all like a black leather costume with these weird, like, it almost looked like a police outfit. It was weird. It was strange.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with Marvel Comics Presents because I just opened a random issue and there's 30 pages here. So
weird. Oh my God,
what
a mess. Yeah, we'll eventually cover some of these though on the show.
Issue 151. There looks like maybe the whole issue might be there. There's like a Daredevil and Typhoid Mary story. Black Armor Daredevil.
Yeah.
Mind you. Oh, a Vengeance story.
Vengeance. There's a couple of team-ups with Wolverine and Spider-Man with Eric Larson.
Oh, yeah. Me and Lil covered those, yeah.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Mm. But yeah, Black Armor Daredevil, kids.
Yeah. There he is.
Yeah, look at that 90s inking.
I love it. I love that suit on Daredevil.
I know, I love that suit too. Yeah, it got such crap, and I've always defended that. I'm just like, not even just because but even before we talked to Chichester, I'm like, everybody got armor in the 90s, and I think Daredevil's was some of the best.
Yeah, I loved it, and I thought that it made sense. Like, not to wear that all the time, but in certain situations when he's going up against like an adversary with superpowers, for example. Yeah, it makes sense to break out the armor. You need some extra protection against somebody whose fist could pulverize the bones in your face with just a single hit.
And you, Justin, and anyone listening, if you haven't read Daredevil Black Armor by D.G. Chichester, you go read it.
Oh, yes.
It's good, yeah.
And that's another one of these type of stories, like
yes.
Madripoor Knights, right? That's
set back then when he was wearing that suit. Yeah.
Love it. Who did the artwork in that one?
Oh, that was
wasn't that
what's that gentleman's name?
I think he did the artwork on one of the Predator series that we covered on Predator and Prey.
Yeah.
And he was fantastic. He was absolutely phenomenal.
I'm sorry. It was like Netho Diaz, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He's amazing.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
amazing. We actually chatted with him a little bit on the show. He sent in a few comments to us that were really sweet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I loved his artwork, and even D.G. Chichester said he's one of those artists. I sent him the script. What I got back was, way better than what I got in my head.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah.
He's an amazing artist.
And again, Baron Strucker's in there, so if you would like seeing Nazis getting punched, this is
yeah. There's lots of Nazi punching in there.
The Hobgoblin shows up for 2 seconds.
So nice.
Russell,
yeah, I wonder if Russell's read that. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, well, back to this story.
Anyway, back to Madripoor Knights.
That's
all right. Yeah. We go on tangents sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love the art here. I loved how we had the return of the Madripoor characters.
Yes.
I really enjoyed how cohesive the story was. There's some, as you know, Phil, there's some Chris Claremont stories where towards the end of it, there's things that kind of get a little kind of off the tracks a little bit. But
no,
with
you don't say.
Siege Perilous Crystal, anyone? But
I wonder if it helps too that he knows he only has 5 issues instead of, oh yeah, I'm going to lay this down and get back to it in 10 years.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. I liked how the story was cohesive. The ending made total sense.
Mm-hmm.
The dialogue with Steve in the end, like I said before, did surprise me.
Yeah,
I thought that he would kind of be the type to just kind of suffer in silence with those thoughts and not necessarily communicate those to Logan or Natasha. But I guess it describes how comfortable he is with the two of them, how secure he is with them, that he would be willing to share those innermost thoughts with them in that moment.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think that was Claremont trying to show, there's a bond between these three. And
yeah, I like that.
And again, they would mention this time of, oh, hey, how's Black Widow so old that,
Oh, yeah. We don't get a mention of that, do we? Yeah.
No, I don't think, because I think they kind of glossed over the fact it's like, yeah, the last time was like in the 40s when, but so yeah, so I don't know who knows with canon, but yeah, whatever treatment she went through, that's where everyone has some kind of thing to keep them young for decades.
Yeah, some variant of the super soldier serum, like some wish.com version of super soldier serum that's given them enhanced vitality over the years.
I wonder if this was like the artist's idea or if Claremont asked for this, but all the panels on that page spell out schnick.
I love that. Yeah,
I know.
It was so cool.
Like Wolverine diving out of the S.
Yeah. It was great. And I loved in issue 4 when they were fighting against that big, I already forgot what his name was, the big green dude with the sword.
Oh, yeah.
When it was, when it finally boiled down to just all three of them versus this one guy.
Mm-hmm.
But working in tandem, they were able to take him out. I really loved that.
Yeah, well, I love when Cap and Wolverine go in there, and Cap's like, let's throw them off. They are kind of familiar. He's like, I'll fight like you fight. You fight, you fight more acrobatic like I do. And let's throw them off.
Yeah. It was clever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Captain America being that strategist.
Yes. And choosing to work with people's strengths rather than compensate for their weaknesses.
Oh, yeah. Look at this art. What is this? 3 when Black Widow's got the sword and Captain America's shield.
I love that. When she had the shield out. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was fantastic.
I mean,
that was another favorite moment.
Look at that dress. She got to be taped into that thing. She's fighting that thing.
Didn't you know in one of the first initiations in the Red Room is you have to be able to fight with the katana and the shield wearing a dress?
Keep your bits and pieces in place, ladies.
That's right.
Cause I mean,
it takes skill.
I mean, that front of that dress is open. It's backless. It's pretty.
Yeah. Unstable molecules. That's what it is.
Well, I guess I guess Claremont was holding himself back because we didn't get Psylocke in a lot of fight scenes in the.
That's true. Yeah, the two of them together, man. Yikes!
Oh yeah, like first page of that one issue. Yeah.
Where they were just walking through the. Yeah, love it.
But yeah, and like I said, this is good, and I feel like a lot of these miniseries, like set these ones that been coming out lately that are set in the 90s don't get as much attention as they deserve. Especially, I mean, a lot. Again, they're written by the guys who were writing them back then: Claremont, Chichester, Peter David did some. Yeah. Oh, J.M. DeMatteis. Yeah.
I wonder why they haven't gotten the recognition that they deserve yet.
I mean, maybe they don't need it. I would assume they're selling well if they keep doing them.
Yeah. It always makes me happy when I see one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Joe Fixit one was great. This one was absolutely marvelous.
Oh yeah.
And I need to get around to reading that Daredevil one. I really do. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, and J.M. DeMatteis did some Spider-Man ones, like he did Ben Reilly Spider-Man from when he was Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys covered that on the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and even like when they get possessed by that, almost looks like a tar demon or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's a swamp.
I know. Yeah.
But
that was quite the cliffhanger ending. That was quite the cliffhanger at the end of that when they were all possessed.
Yeah, it's like the hand have won.
Oh man.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, I can't say enough good stuff about this.
It's
again, really if you love that Claremont X-Men stuff, you'll love this. Yeah, he did a couple of these because I think he even said at the end of this, the next what is it? Wolverine, the what is it? The deep cut. I'm trying to remember. I think that's the
was
one.
Was it when he was Patch?
I don't think it's that one. He goes. You remember in the 80s, like, you know, when Sinister was just like, you know, the Marauders, they would die and then he would just clone them again and they would come back and stuff.
Yeah.
It dealt with that where it's like, he revealed that, he had all the Marauders like in tanks, like the originals, and he was just sending clones out to get killed and slaughtered. But yeah, Wolverine gets like finds out where they're at, and he's like chopping through clones and stuff, and
kind of like a prototypical version of what they did later with Krakoa.
Exactly.
Whenever somebody died, they just popped a new one out.
Mm-hmm. But especially like Sabretooth. It's like, oh, no. Yeah, those have been clones. They've been getting knocked off. Yeah, the rest of here. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Noel. Hello, Noel. Sorry, I didn't see
I
that.
know.
Madripoor.
Hairy chest. Only one hairy chest.
I was going to say, don't shame Justin into how he spends his time. Come on.
Yeah, there's only one hairy chest in this whole series, and that's Logan.
Yeah, and he really couldn't enjoy that because it's like half his face and his arm is like burned off.
Everything else was scorched off.
Yeah, I was going to say, you really didn't get any shirtless Steve Rogers, did you?
No skin for me, but that's okay. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I mean, this thing was moving along pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's the hairy chest anyone's looking for.
No. If you're into that, then, I'm not going to shame you, but have fun with that.
Well, if you're into that, just go crank your hog. Crank your hog.
Crank your hog.
But yeah, Noel, if you haven't read this yet, if you're a fan of the Claremont stuff, check it out because it is written by Claremont. So,
excellent.
Like I said, he only has 5 issues, so he gets to the point. It's not like, hey, I'll save this for a rainy
short
day.
And sweet. Yeah, it's a nice short and sweet story.
Yeah.
I was really satisfied with the ending. Like I said,
Patch says to Logan and Clark is the Superman. How do people tell who's who? Oh, Noel said he did read it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's just a recent
Patch.
Yeah. Patch. I love Wolverine needs a secret identity.
Yeah. He wanted people to think he was dead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Claremont had them dead half the time. That's right.
Yeah.
Especially during the Australia stuff.
Right.
He said he didn't love it. Okay.
All right.
Why so? I mean, I have no problem with your opinion. Why didn't you enjoy it?
He didn't like the artwork.
Maybe the art. Yeah. Because again, I didn't have a problem with it, but yes, it is very different than Jim Lee.
Yeah. And I don't think he's necessarily into like the ninja, like the hands.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think.
Again, sometimes it's like, the hands is like pretty powerful, and other times they're just cannon fodder.
Right. It depends who's writing the story and how they're used in it.
Oh yeah, he didn't like the art. Yeah. That's the point Justin made. It's like, I mean, this is a 90s story, but it was very contemporary art. So
yeah. I mean, the only thing that would have made it different is if they had gotten, like, I don't know, Mark Silvestri or somebody else to do the artwork. Mm-hmm. I think that would have changed the vibe just a little. It would have adjusted it just a little bit. Yeah. Oh, but I still enjoyed this. Yeah.
Noel said story seemed played out and tired. Well, again, I mean, he took a concept he used for 1 issue and expanded it to 5. So.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder too, I mean, he got the 5 issues. I think they've been cutting down on that. Like, I know Chichester originally, he said for Black Armor, they gave him 5 issues, then they told him to do 4. So, like, he had to go in and start, rewriting stuff. Yeah, what to keep and how to shrink it down to 4.
Yeah, that sucks when you have to edit it like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah. And like I said, it really didn't have to be set like right after, 268. I mean, they could have did like a more modern story, but again, they've been doing these series where it's set in the 90s. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, decompression, exactly. Chris could have kept 2 issues. Yeah. Or like I said,
I mean, this probably could have been
4. So they could have did 2 to 4.
Yeah.
And you would think with the three characters, and again, they probably could have kept Jubilee and Psylocke in here for most of this, and
true. Yeah.
He had the room for it. Again, he had all of them in 268, and that was only one issue.
Yeah. Yeah, that issue was packed full of story. Like there was a lot going on in that one issue.
Well, that's what you got in the 90s. Now it's like, hey, we got to do a trade or something. Or
make sure that this story has enough issues to fill a trade paperback.
And again, I don't care if it's one story. I don't care if it's five or six one and done. Slap it in a trade,
Yeah, exactly. I miss the one and done. So as I've said before, I wish that those would come back for a little while,
or even just a nice two-parter. Yeah,
give us a break from these long events, these crossovers and long events. I swear, I want to dare Marvel and DC to take a year off from events. I want to dare them to do it. I guarantee they can't do it. I want to dare them if they'll do it.
Well, I think, I don't know if they do make more money off them or not, but I know even as far back as the 90s, like Chichester said, it's like, if you wanted your book promoted and stuff, you had to have some kind of hook, either a crossover or some big story with a fancy title, and you needed something big. I'm just sick of decompression. I get it. Hook them and drag it out for more sales, but come on.
Yeah.
One and done. Yes.
Yeah. I dare Marvel and DC to take a year off from doing any type of large events. I dare them to do it. I know they won't, but I dare them to do it.
Could be worse. We could have decompression by
Bendis.
I still want to put him on trial one day, whether he's there or not. And we get different people presenting evidence, like his damn Moon Knight run.
Yeah. Oh God, the Avengers run.
Oh God! That's the run that made Will Allred stop reading Avengers, of which he had read in the 80s.
Me too. Yeah, to be given this feast of riches, like the Kurt Busiek run, just before that.
Claremont started it, kind of, but again, it was just it's. I don't know if it was decompression. So, because again, he could tell like a tight story, but then it was like, oh, here's a plot point I'm going to save for like 5 years from now.
Right.
Bendis just modernized it. No, Bendis just weaponized it. Okay.
Oh, that is true. He did. Absolutely.
Remember, kids, never go full Bendis.
Yeah.
I still want to do that trial. Yeah. So, again, Lil still has a bone to pick with him with his Superman run.
Oh, right. Yeah. Will would be on there.
Oh, the Avengers stuff. Yeah.
I bet we get Tyler on there. I wonder what his thoughts are.
Oh, yeah. And again, some of his Daredevil stuff was okay, but he had a long run on Daredevil. And again, Jessica Jones and Miles Morales, sometimes he's not as bad when he has characters he created himself.
That's what I was going to say. When it's his own creation, it's fine. But when it's
somebody else,
like Moon Knight, like the reinvention of Moon Knight, that's garbage. Like, forget about that.
Yeah, I get it. There's three new people in his head.
Captain America, Spider-Man, Wolverine. All right, yeah. No, that's dumb. Stop it.
Again, it's the same formula he used when he started Avengers. Oh, let's throw Spider-Man and Wolverine on the team.
Yeah, again, that's dumb. Stop it. Wolverine on the Avengers. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so he's going to split his time between the X-Force and X-Men and Avengers and do his own solo stuff. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I guess sales was just like, oh, you're going to put Wolverine in a book? Okay, fine.
Yeah, but you would have thought they had the temptation to do that in the 90s, to have everybody on a team together when they did the Fantastic Four thing with Spider-Man and the Hulk and Ghost Rider and Wolverine together.
That was only 3 issues, though.
Yeah, they gave people a taste of that. They're like, look, this is what this would be like if these schmoes were all on a team together. It would be bonkers.
Oh, we also got one of those miniseries in the last couple of years, like a.
That's true. They did one of those, didn't they? Yeah. But yeah, I can't handle the whole, let's just throw everybody in the Avengers.
The Bendis of it all.
Yeah. Throw Doctor Strange in the Avengers and Daredevil.
By the end of his run,
Shang-Chi.
everybody.
Hyperion.
Yeah. everyone had shown up by the end of his run.
Yeah. It's just crazy. It's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like anything that he did at Marvel, really. I don't.
And that's the other modern thing.
Beyond the Ultimate stuff. Like the regular mainstream Marvel stuff, I don't like any of it. I can't think of a single good thing to say about any of it.
And that's the modern thing now, is like everything is like, about to destroy the universe and stuff. Bitch, give me a good bank robbery. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, why does it have to be this big world-ending threat?
In
this story, Madripoor Knights, this was not a world-ending threat. This was just the fate of Natasha Romanoff. Like she at the end of it all, this story was about her being taken by the hand. They wanted to claim her as an assassin.
And again, it's like the ninja stuff with them trying to claim Black Widow and the Madripoor stuff. It's fine. The spy stuff, the ninja stuff, it's fine. But that alien weapon just seemed to come out of nowhere and really didn't pay off. Yeah,
that part was weird. Definitely. I feel like that could have been edited out completely. I feel like this probably could have been 4 issues. I don't think this needed to be 5.
No, said it's true about Bendis' Avengers, but I didn't know people didn't give a shit about them until Spidey was in the team. I mean, if you have to do it, I almost get Spider-Man on the Avengers. They teased that several times over the years about Spider-Man being an Avenger, so I get it. Was it like early 90s? They made him like a reserve member too, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of sort of get it. Again, keep him as a reservist, but.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I thought it was cool to have Spider-Woman on the team.
Yes, yeah.
Like somebody that doesn't get a lot of screen time or that doesn't have their own book.
Exactly.
Like you've already got 3 or 4 monthly Spider-Man books.
And I don't think she was getting a ton of attention or anything back then. Yeah, that made complete. Her and Luke Cage, I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Somebody that doesn't have their own book, that doesn't get a lot of time, that doesn't have a lot of exposure. Yeah, I think they're a better fit. Have them on the Avengers so that people can get exposed to these new characters for the first time and fall in love with them all over the place.
And I think we mentioned it last time. Again, remember that Cap annual where he's like, "Oh, good, good thing. Who better hope the X-Men hold on to you because there's no place for you on the Avengers."
Yeah, that's right.
And it's like, okay, Steve Rogers is going to be on a team with this guy who's probably killed more people than cancer.
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
But again, I mean, it's it's one of those things where remember back in West Coast Avengers where Hawkeye tells Mockingbird, "Oh, the Avengers don't kill," and then
there was a huge rift in the team just over that.
And then speaking of that Bendis stuff, then eventually Hawkeye tries to kill Norman Osborn. It's like, okay,
yeah, it's always been problematic whenever they have known killers on the team. Look at what happened with when Cersei, when we covered on Marvel Tales, the Gatherer's Saga, and the slow unraveling of Cersei's mind, all that stuff.
Or just Galactic Storm, where there was that big rift that half of them wanted to kill the Supreme Intelligence and the other half didn't.
Yeah, and I guess you could argue that Natasha also has a checkered past, being in the Red Room.
True.
But did she? I don't think that you could ever tally up the amount of people that she killed as an assassin working for the Soviet Union versus the amount of people that Logan has put under the ground in his 100 plus years of existence on the planet. Like, there's no contest. Like this,
and I think most stories anymore, it's like the Black Widow is trying to seek redemption. She's not about killing anymore. I don't think Wolverine's giving up killing.
No,
anytime soon.
No. Sometimes he might use it as a last resort rather than just doing it to do it. But yeah, he's not going to stop killing people anytime soon.
Oh, it's not my fault. Berserker rage. No,
that's right. Rah!
Everything went red.
Yeah.
Although I did like in this miniseries, when he's saying about, he had lost his memories of his past for a while, and he kind of it hinted at the Weapon X stuff, and
yes,
and Steve basically says, that was a crime. What happened to you? And that should
I really liked that.
Yeah,
I liked that bit of dialogue a lot. That was really well done. Yeah, the interactions between Steve and Logan in this were really strong, were really good.
Oh yeah, because again, it's like common ground, because I think Steve Rogers is probably just like one bad day, and what happened to him could have happened. It could have been me.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, they're not that different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boy, I thought Canada had a better health plan.
Not back in those days, apparently.
No, well, not if you're valuable, I guess not.
Blame Canada.
Oh, that's what we need to do one day. Oh, we need to get you on, maybe on Salty and Petty.
Salty and Petty for some South Park.
Three of us would maybe do a live watch of the South Park movie or something.
Yeah. We should do that. I would love that.
Oh.
Yeah. Or just some South Park in general, sure.
The Canadian government has apologized on many occasions for Bryan Adams. Was it Bryan Adams? I think it was.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, they bombed the Baldwins.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea.
Oh, yeah. I gotta tell. Yeah, Little's always down for South Park. That's whatever we want, Noel. Is this X-Men Classics? What show am I on? Hey, you admitted this wasn't the best story, Noel. Come on.
I enjoyed this, though. I did. Yeah. I thought this was strong. I thought it could have used a little bit of editing here and there, but I thought it was really enjoyable. It was entertaining, and it was a good showcase of the three characters that were highlighted there. Yeah, I really liked it.
No, I helped distract. Sorry, haha. No,
don't apologize. No, we're fine.
Yeah. Please. He podcasts with Ray and Russell. I mean, I don't think anything's distracting Justin. One's cranking his hog, and the other one's playing with his deck. Oh, that's the show those two need to do: cranking the hog and playing with the deck.
Capes and Lunatics After Dark.
Oh, hey, Russell, want to do something for the Patreon? Cranking me hog, playing with the deck. Ray plays games on YouTube, kids. Watch the Australian wonder himself play with his deck.
That's right.
Every time. All right. So anything else, Justin?
No, I had fun. I had fun covering these. Yeah, this was really enjoyable, and I think that next year on the show we should cover another one of these.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like the other Wolverine one, or maybe there'll be another one at some point later this year that will be released that will be available then for us to cover. Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. There might be even another Wolverine one after. I can't remember, but we'll definitely have to do another one.
Yeah.
All right, but this was the last X-Men Classics for the month, kids. So, but if you want more Captain America, stay tuned for Marvel Tales. All this.
That's right.
Yeah,
we have so much Captain America on Marvel.
Doing a lot of not only Mark Gruenwald Captain America, but featuring the Serpent Society. So
that's right.
Some of them are going to be appearing in the new movie. So Captain America: New World Order.
And some of our favorite villains as well.
Mm-hmm. But in the month of March for Marvel Tales X-Men Classics, we're going to be doing a 2-part Justin. X Factor Judgment War.
The Judgment War, Part 1 and 2. Yeah. This is another favorite of mine. An outer space intergalactic epic with X Factor. I just love it.
The original X Factor. That's right.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, Part 1 will be X Factor 43 through 46, and then Part 2 will be 47 through 50.
Yep.
So, come back for those. And then, speaking of, and then in March on Marvel Tales, we're going to be doing we're going to do an episode on Hellcat again, and then we're going to do 2 episodes on that Mockingbird series from, I'm excited about that. Yeah.
It was from, I think, early 2000s, right? Or mid 2000s?
I don't know about early. It might have been,
2008 or 9 or something like that.
Maybe I can't remember. Yeah, I just read it. I just read it recently. Yeah, I really liked it.
Nice.
All right.
For that one.
Yeah. All right. So yes, but send us your thoughts on all of that. Send us your stuff for the Gather Captain America episodes on Marvel Tales. I was going to say you can put in requests for 2026 if you want.
We haven't filled up the year yet, although we're thinking about it.
Exactly. Because we're maniacs. All right, kids. So yes,
right.
Send us your thoughts. CapesandLunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And again, new website. You can check out all of our content, almost all the way back to the beginning. CapesLunatics.wordpress.com. And again, you can also help support us, buy merch on TeePublic or Spring. Again, more deadly than a Canadian assassin. Lilith Hellfire demands that you rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
That other 5'3" menace, Lilith Hellfire demands rain random money on the Cash App.
Make it rain.
And of course, the Patreon, where again you get exclusive, uncensored content every month from Lilith and myself. And again, if you're a patron like Justin down there,
yes, join me in the Patreon elite.
Or the Deckmaster, yes, you can request topics for us to discuss. Again, it doesn't have to be comics; could be anything.
Movies, TV shows.
Mm-hmm. Again, Justin has sent many ideas. Ray sent one after we shamed him into it. So, and as Lil says, hey, if you want personalized bullying, yes, subscribe to the Patreon. All right. So yes, so find the Patreon and subscribe at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
Whoa, cranking me hog bacon. What? That's the last part. The one cranking the hog isn't on this network. Jeez. I didn't know that. I didn't know you were talking about him. I thought Russell was cranking his own hog. Okay. I thought Russell was going on a Mountain Dew binge and cranking the hog. I'm sorry. I'm completely lost here.
I spend too much money on tobacco and Mountain Dew.
All right. Now for this Justin the Owl, you can catch him here. Well, now at least twice a month on X-Men Classics. And every week. And sometimes you might get both, but if there's not an X-Men Classics, there's going to be a Marvel Tales with myself and Justin here.
That's right.
Again, Energon Universe making a comeback, so check that out as we cover the trades and we're back. And again, you're going to get a random One World Under Doom every so often. So
that's right. I have a hankering to cover some Doom 2099 this year.
That's right. You're going to start getting that. And of course, you can always catch. Oh, he's also the new co-host with myself and the Deckmaster Ray himself on the Scarlet Spider episodes of Ultimate
Scarlet Spider. Yeah, we're covering the Peter David series, all 25 issues.
Yep. And of course, you can always catch him on Capes Lunatics Sidekicks at least once a month on We Are the Night.
the Batman podcast.
Yes, talking Azrael at the end of every month, and sometimes he joined us for Catwoman episodes or
Catwoman, Killer Moth, Anarchy, Clayface. You know,
he's basically like Ray. If you strike his fancy, he has time. So
that's right.
And of course, you can catch him here and there on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast.
That's right. Several times this year, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah, he's already done twice during Day of the Krypton, man.
Yes, and another one coming up next month.
But that is not all the podcasting this man does. He also, you can find him on these shows.
That's right. Every month with Russell, we discuss either the Immortal Hulk series or the Sensational She-Hulk series. And also, Russ and Josh are covering some of the Red Hulk's earliest appearances, just in time for his big screen debut in the Captain America film. And over on Predator and Prey, we are joined by the High Priest of Khonshu, Ray and Sparky, to discuss some classic Dark Horse comics featuring Fox's Predator. And they are also doing an amazing job in covering the latest crossover series, Black Panther versus Predator as well. So check out those episodes. And last but not least, my solo show, The Lost Library of Legends is all about obscure and forgotten comic books of the last few decades. And currently I'm doing a multiple-part retrospective on a Malibu Ultraverse title from the 90s.
Going back to the 90s here, bitch. Double biscuits.
All the way back.
Guilty or innocent.
If it's for staring at Namor, give him the chance.
That's right. If that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
Oh, my.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. I love it. Oh, that's naughty.
Is that live or a drop? You never know, kids.
You never know.
Oh, you know what I was telling Lilith, the bait and switch. So you know they're doing a bunch of Red Hulk stuff now because of the Captain America movie,
right? Yeah.
So I guess is it sometime in February they're coming out with a Red Hulk miniseries and like Doom's in it, and so I'm assuming that's why they're doing the way they're doing the Sam Wilson series that's coming out. On the cover, it looks like Thunderbolt Ross Hulk, but it's not. It's the second Red Hulk, the one with the mustache.
Oh, the one with the mustache.
The Sam Wilson series, yeah, because the first issue came out. I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah.
Spoilers, kids. Any MCU fans, spoilers. Although, I think they've revealed that on the trailers or whatever. I don't know.
Well, in the comics, though, I think he's dead still, isn't he?
I don't know, because I think there's a Red Hulk miniseries coming out. I think the solicit said he's like a prisoner of doom or something, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know. Unless if he's dead, maybe Doom resurrects him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see? I guess in some upcoming solicit, I don't know if it's going to be like in that mini series or somewhere else, or in the Fantastic Four book. It looks like Sorcerer Supreme Doom might cure Ben Grimm.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You just taking him out of the picture. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Unless it's just
be careful what you wish for, Ben.
Exactly.
You've been down this road before, and it never goes well for you. Ugh.
And then I think in upcoming issues of Iron Man, it's like he Tony Stark's fighting a guerrilla war against Doom or something. I'm like, what?
Oh, really? Nice.
All right, kids. Thanks for joining us. Again, when X-Men Classics comes back, X Factor Judgment for 2 parts in March.
We're going out into space and beyond.
Exactly. And again, if you want more Captain America, check out Marvel Tales this month.
That's right.
Again, don't gotta go nowhere. It's right on this feed. So. Oh, no. We got one coming up. He said more Doom show. We got one coming up. Doom
we do.
We all 3 of us, I believe. So, yeah.
I think Russell's going to join us for that.
Yeah. Justin and the Hog Cranker.
Yeah.
Don't give me any kids. All right. Come back next time. And remember, tape them down. Good night.